Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through on this first winter night. As things are getting cooler and darker, I think it's quite sad. We normally at 6:30 in summer, it's still sun shining out here. But no, at the moment it's cold and dark. But we'll make it a little bit sunnier for you this evening. You are sitting at DuePoint. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. Okay, so you're not dealing with some kind of fringe industry company or some kind of startup. We are a long-standing regulated business. First registered in 1952, so we're about 65 years old, nearly 70 years old, I like to say, but the 65-year-olds say I'm not 70. So, okay, all right, fine, we're 65, okay, fine. We've been around. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. Take some time afterwards, look at our licenses on the wall next to the front door, get comfortable with who we are, look us up on the FSB's website. You'll see our license and our numbers over there as well. I want you to be comfortable with who you're dealing with. I want you to know who the team is. All of us have been chosen because of our particular skill sets and experience, but most importantly, we've been chosen because we're right here. You're dealing with a South African homegrown business. If ever you need us, we are here. You can come and find us. This is me, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I'm a chartered accountant, been in the industry for nearly 20 years. You know, done little bits of everything in the industry, should be able to answer any questions you have. This is Tim. He's our banking expert. He comes from the banking industry, spent nearly a decade. Well, he did spend a decade and a half there with the First Rand Group, working with FNB, RMB, those sorts of guys. We've got Stacey. She's our auditor specialist. Comes from Deloitte, worked both locally and internationally for Deloitte. So again, bringing technical skills to the team. We've got Jane. Jane's our direct selling specialist. She originally comes from the UK, but lives here now in South Africa, has built direct selling and been involved in direct selling businesses both internationally and locally, so she helps keep our standards up. And then we've got Rob. Rob's our design guy, spent nearly 2 decades in the marketing and advertising of financial services companies in this industry, running his own business called Wide. It was a digital design firm. So he brings everything that you see here with him. He's the design guy of our website, our apps, our programs, even down to the carpets and chairs in here. He knows what he's doing, and he brings the color and sometimes the black and white to the business. Folks, what do we do here at DuePoint? The very reason why you're here this evening is for 2 things that we do. The number one and the primary objective of DuePoint is to put into the hands of South Africans today regular, reliable, and recurring income that they're in control of. In South Africa today, you all know it, we have no control. As I call us, the minions on the ground, not the ones in, power positions, the very few. As us, the minions on the ground, we have lost all control of our economics, our personal economics. Right now, you might have a job, but that job has no certainty to it. Tomorrow could be gone. And I say this from guys down in the mailroom all the way up to the CEOs. I've had people say to me, Brendan, I'm part of that top 0.5% in South Africa. I don't have to worry about this. Well, bad news for you. Tim tells us the story. He was at First Rand working with the executive team as one of them. And he said, when I explained the DuePoint business to him, he said, well, this is fantastic. I want to get involved, but I would never be retrenched. I'd never be in a position where I'd need to have to be looking for alternative income. 6 months after he joined us, they started retrenching the executives of the First Rand Group. He was pale that day. Pale. No one in South Africa right now is safe, and no one in South Africa is in control of their income. You know it. None of you sit on the remuneration committees. None of you get to pick what your increase is going to be next year, or what bonus you're going to get, or whether you're even going to have a job next year. You don't have the say for that. If you're a small business owner today, you're in even greater risk. We're in a shrinking economy. Every year, the market in South Africa is smaller. We've done a whole lot of research recently on the countries in Africa. There was a time, not so long ago, when South Africa was considered the USA of Africa because our economy was so much bigger than every other country in South Africa. In Africa, I had a look. Do you know that we're not that great anymore? There are economies in Africa that are starting to meet us and overtake us because ours is shrinking. And as a small business owner, the risk you take, the capital you've laid out is unreal right now. Now, our objective, our hope is, because we know no one's coming to the rescue of us, the minions. They just aren't, okay? It doesn't matter who you are, no one's coming to our rescue. Our hope is that here at DuePoint, we can be part of the solution. We want to put into the hands of South Africans a tool that will create income by their desire, a tool they will control to create income. And that income, we hope, will be recurring, reliable, and lifetime. That's a big statement. I'm going to show you how we do it. That is our key objective here. Now, our hope is that once we have done that, we can start addressing some of the systemic problems in South Africa today. One of which is debt, the four-letter word that we have in this country. I don't have to sing a song about this. You all know it because we're all over-indebted. We're all experts at getting debt. Rob always says we love debt. We actually go out to get it. We love it. We want to buy more debt. All of us. We want to get more the whole time. I mean, the list of debt that each one of us has. Sat down, each one of you, I could draw up 5 to 10 debt items you all have. They say in South Africa, the average amount owed by the average South African is 289,000 rand. The average South African owes R250,000. It's out of control. But if we have reliable, controllable income coming into our accounts every month, our hope is that we can start to eliminate this and perhaps put you in a position one day where you don't need it anymore. We also want to start preparing you for the future. It's something that we as South Africans don't do. You know, they always say South Africa is not a saving, it doesn't have a savings culture. It's absolutely true, and it has a knock-on effect. We do not prepare for the future. For over 100 years now, we've gone through a swing of poverty cycle in South Africa where children raise up, get jobs that never quite make it, and then rely on their children to fund them into their retirement, to rely on their children, and it just keeps going round and around. And what we want to do is want to break that cycle. If we can put into your hands recurring income that is there until the day you die, when you retire, you will not need to rely on your children. If you look at research that is being done right now, no one in South Africa is going to make it. We ain't going to make it. 99.5% of people will not have the financial capability to look after themselves in South Africa. Go and look up the research. I'm not marketing. This is just facts. Okay? We have to start creating a solution if we're going to change the country that we live in. If we're going to change our personal circumstances, we're going to have to start changing how we behave and what we do and how we think about money. Now, that's the first objective that we got. Our second objective, of course, is that we want to plug DuePoint into the 21st century. All of us as consumers have changed the way we behave. We buy differently. We're involved differently. When we purchase, we want direct relationships with our suppliers. And we have built that with our first objective into what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is very simple. What it does is it allows you as an individual to contract with us as what we call a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you have one task. That task is to connect us to everybody that you know. Everybody that you know now, everybody that you're going to know and meet in the future. We want to know all of them. By the time and through that process of doing that, you create for us market penetration. Market penetration creates for us channels of distribution. These are directions in which we as DuePoint can come along and facilitate the purchase of our products throughout the country. By doing that, we create revenue for ourselves, and by creating revenue, we create for you an extra income. This is not a replacement income. We do not want you to quit your jobs, okay? Scarce resource these days is a job. Keep it, be great at it. But our hope is that we can start bridging the gap between what you're earning and what you actually need. Because none of you are earning what you need. We know this already. We're all in the same boat. We want to start extending your earnings so that your expenditure is covered. We start settling debts and moving ahead of it and ultimately start preparing you for the future. We build this on a recurring income basis. This is the critical cornerstone of our system. How do we make it recurring? By not making you a peddler of goods. This is not one of those things. You haven't been suckered into one of those braais where in the middle of the braai they're like, right, everyone in the lounge, business opportunity time. That's not this, okay? You are not going to be asked this evening to buy a starter kit of energy drinks, cleaning agents, pills, mouth sprays. Man, I've seen them all, okay? That is not going to occur this evening because we do not want you to run to your friends to try and sell them goods. You know, when you pretend it's better than everything else because you're trying to get it. And then the next month you run back to them to buy again. And when you go back to them, they go, but I've still got last month's. I'm not finished. And your income is diving and crashing and rising and crashing the whole time. That is not how we've built the system. The way we've built the system is off of financial services and lifestyle products that last for life, with individuals for life, and run on a debit order system so that every month that debit order runs, every month your income comes in. That's how we've built the system. That's how we create recurring, reliable income through our system. Folks, the second part of our system that we put in is obviously the ability for you to become greater than you already are. Right now, you have 8 hours in the day and 2 hands. You can only do so much by yourself. Our system allows you to leverage the time and skills of others to build channels with you and increase and grow your success and your income with DuePoint. Those are the 2 fundamental pillars, cornerstones of our system here, and we hope that it creates what our expectation is for it. It is fully flexible. You're not an employee of ours. You're not an employee. Do not put on your Facebook that we are hiring people. We are not hiring people, okay? You're not an employee of ours, and therefore it's not part-time or full-time. You will choose. It is a tool that we put in your hands, and you choose how much time you're going to put in or not. It is, however, a direct and a direct tool, a tool that if you put more in, puts more out. If you put less in, it puts less out. You will decide how much and how successful you want to use this tool with. It keeps you completely independent of us. We don't hold staff meetings on Monday mornings and ask you why you're not this, that, and the next thing. It's up to you. You will decide what you do. Folks, there is no risk this evening in becoming a wealth engineer. This is a big thing. People always think it's going to cost me. Well, the DuePoint system has been designed in a way that we hope and intend that it does not cost you. As a wealth engineer, you will not be asked to get a starter kit. You will not be asked to pay money in. I don't know if you saw the Sunday Times this weekend. Sunday Times, nice big adverts in the Sunday Times. New, make money from home, passive, change your life forever, blah, blah, blah. Starting cost 15,800 Rand. Then you can get going. 15,800. But if you want to earn more, you need to put 31,000 Rand in up front. Yeah, that's not what happens here. There is no startup cost. There is no monthly fee, business fee, marketing fee, admin fee. There's none of that. And there's no application fee. You don't pay for application forms. There's no fees involved. By simply being a Constantia product owner, as part of the package, you're a wealth engineer. There are no fees for being a wealth engineer. And so this evening, becoming a wealth engineer will cost you nothing. No money will part from your pockets this evening. Folks, it is also for everyone. You are not representatives of ours. You are not brokers. You're not agents. You're not marketers. You form no part of the sales transaction here. And as a result, everyone in South Africa can be a wealth engineer with us. You're building a real asset. Now, this is again something that people think is just marketing talk. It's not really. In our particular case, you really are building an asset because you're creating recurring income. Where you have recurring income, you can price it. Where you can price it, you can sell your channel, transfer your channel, and it'll outlive you. When you pass away, your children will inherit it, and they will continue to earn off of the income you created during your lifetime. In our hope, breaking that cycle of poverty that we are in our economy and social structure in South Africa. Folks, as I said, you form no part of the sales transaction here. If you're worried that this is another one of those selling things, it is not. There is absolutely no selling at DuePoint. No selling whatsoever. DuePoint does all that work for you. Your task is simply to connect us to people. Now, this is a big mindset shift for South Africans. A lot of people who've been involved in this before say to me afterwards, Brendan, I don't know how to talk about DuePoint unless I talk about your products. Well, here's the great news. This is what you have to say to people. Folks, I have found an opportunity that creates reliable, recurring, lifetime income. Would you like to come and see some more details about it? That's what you tell them. You'll notice there was no discussion of product in that sentence. That is your task as a wealth engineer. We do the rest. So some people say, well, I don't want to present. Good news. You don't have to present. You don't have to sell. You have to do none of that, and it will cost you nothing to become a wealth engineer here at DuePoint. These are very important things to know. They're the general questions that people ask us. There's no stock, no need for distribution. It is a system of online convenience for you anytime, anywhere. So, let's talk about creating channels. How do you create a channel as a wealth engineer? Very simple. You go out and you tell people what I just told you. The opportunity to make recurring lifetime income, how you're taking control of your life, how you're changing the future. People will come to these presentations. We'll do our best to talk to them about the opportunity, and some of them will catch the vision of what we're trying to do here. And you will add them as wealth engineers to DuePoint, and we will allocate them to you, and your channel is born. They will go out and do exactly the same thing, the same process. And as they do that, they too will add wealth engineers to DuePoint, and we will allocate them to your channel. Over time, you will have many, many people talking about the DuePoint opportunity and adding wealth engineers to your channel. In an amazingly short amount of time, you'll have people around the country doing this all within your channel. We see it on a daily basis. We then come along, as DuePoint, not you, we come along and we facilitate the purchase of our products in this channel that you've created for us. And your income is born. Now, what's very important to note is, folks, this is not one of those schemes. It's not one of those shapes you've read about in a newspaper. It's not any of these kind of fringy, Facebooky, internet-y, 100,000 rand after 3 months kind of things. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a genuine income earning opportunity. There are 8 regulators that look after us in this business. 8 regulators. I'm actually only 21. This gray hair is as a result of the 8 regulators. Okay? Folks, this is a highly regulated, listed and licensed insurance company. You are dealing with arguably the only other genuine income earning opportunity in South Africa right now. You've got employment, start your own business, and DuePoint. And I can say that quite humbly. You can come and debate it with me, and I'll tell you why. Folks, you are, like you do in your careers and in building your own businesses, going to have to spend time, effort, thought, and energy on building your channel here if you want to change your life forever. Relatively easy to earn a little bit of money, I'll show you. But if you want to change your life with the DuePoint system, because it's genuine, you're going to put time in. People often ask me, what am I risking at DuePoint if it's not money? It's time. That's what you're going to pay for. You're going to pay for your change of lifestyle, your change of future by inputting, sowing in time right now. This is not going to get you rich overnight like they promise on Facebook. Okay, but let's talk about how you earn. There's 2 ways that you earn with the DuePoint system. The first is through our returns program. There's 2 ways. Remember, this is just the first. The returns program pays you 27.50 Rand every time someone in your channel makes a product payment successfully via debit order. So, for instance, you run out, you chat to a few people after tonight, and you add them to your first point. You introduce them to DuePoint, so they go on your first point. They then make their monthly debit order payment for their product, and every time they do per product, you will get 27.50 Rand multiplied by a factor of where the payment is made in your channel. So these are your first points. First point, 200%. That means you get 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month, every product where the debit order is raised successfully. Not 1.50 Rand, not 5 Rand or 12 Rand. We've seen all of those numbers. This is 21st century money. Material, significant, and hopefully life-changing. You can buy something for 55 Rand. You can't for 1.50 Rand anymore. Not even a chappie. I think they're 10.28 Rand or something now. Huh? Guys, it's real. Now these people go out, they chat to a few people, add a few wealth engineers, they make their product payments via debit order successfully, and again, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. Look at that. There's only a handful of dots in that screen. You've only just got started, and you're earning just under 1,000 Rand a month. I can say that quite reasonably. It's a reasonable expectation to show to you. Now, you haven't changed your life already, but you only got going, you've got an extra 1,000 Rand a month coming into your bank account. In South Africa, you don't need 100,000 Rand a month to change your life. A few thousand Rand really does the trick. Now, as you continue to persist in the construction of your channel, you continue to earn for every successful debit order at this diminishing rate. However, from the 8th point onwards, the diminishing rate stops. There's no limit to how much you can earn and how big you can grow your channel with the DuePoint system. If you grow beyond the 8th point, 12th, 20th, 30th point, and you qualify to earn and someone makes a debit order payment successfully, you will always get, from that point on, 4% of 27.50 Rand. We do not limit your potential here. We don't. We intend on building legacy, lifetime legacy for you, and therefore you have the ability to keep growing the more you persist with us. Now, what does that translate into a reasonable expectation of earnings? Just dots on the screen, it doesn't really make sense. Let's look at it. We asked ourselves that question as well. A little bit tricky. We've got to know how you're going to grow. You're all going to grow at different rates, so we had to average it out. So we took about 2 decades of data, and we did a whole lot of maths on it, and we came up with what we think is a reasonable expectation of what you can expect to earn here at DuePoint. We call it the 3+2 growth formula. It says in your first month, you add just 3 people to your first point. Just 3 in an entire month. In your second month and your third month and fourth and all the months to come thereafter, you add 2 people to your first point. Now, that's only 1 every 2 weeks, but the persistency is key here. This is where people fall down. It's 2 people on your first point every single month going forward. It's only 1 every 2 weeks, but you are committed to your future change. As you do that, and as we apply our maths of lapses, cancellations, not people that you put in, not doing 3+2, etc., we think that you can reasonably expect to earn the following. So if you can do 3+2 for 6 months, we think you can reasonably expect to be earning about 2,500 Rand a month. Now, this is not exactly life-changing money for some. Others it already is. But it is an extra 30,000 Rand a year that's now flowing into your household. You've done it with us over 6 months, putting one person in every 2 weeks on your first point and working with your teams. That's it. 30,000 Rand extra in 6 months. If you can persist to 1 year, 12 months, we reckon you'll be earning about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. You've done it in a year with us, not in 12 weeks. I have this thing called the 90-day rule. It's my personal rule. It's not actually a rule. But I have people that generally fall out after 90 days. They say to me, Brendan, I've spoken to everybody, and everybody said no. All 51 million South Africans. They all said no to this person in the first 12 weeks. Folks, the thing that you will pay here to change your life is time. And 90 days is a blip on the radar. This is 12 months of effort with us, 12 months of effort with us, and you'll be on 120,000 Rand a year. How many of you are going to get a 10,000 Rand raise at the end of this year? Like almost none of you, I'd imagine. 10,000 Rand extra a month. This is in addition to your current salary that we're building here with you and empowering you with. If you can do this for 24 months, 2 years with us, we reckon you'd be on about 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. We think that this is a reasonable expectation. I'm going to show you working examples in a moment. Okay, 30,000 Rand a month after 2 years, 24 months, 2019, election day, plus minus election day. 30,000 Rand a month. It doesn't matter how much you earn right now. Whether it's 200,000 Rand or 5,000 Rand a month. An extra 30,000 Rand a month changes everything. And you've done it in 2 years. But you've had to be persistent, and you've had to work your channel. Now, if you can do that for 3 years, we reckon you'll be on about 45 to 50,000 Rand a month. That's 600,000 Rand a year that we believe you could reasonably expect to be earning. 600,000. If you can do it for 4 years, we reckon you'd be on about 60 to 65,000 Rand a month. That's 720,000 Rand a year. You're now beyond the aspirations of most in South Africa, and you've done it in 4 years. If you can do it for half a decade with us, 5 years. 5 years with us, we reckon you'll be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. Now, again, people think that like I'm just marketing here. You know, $1 million Rand a year. No. Now, what they've forgotten is the 5 years. Now, this is the big thing. This is the divider. It's what cuts out the winners from the losers. 5 years is a hell of a long time when you're in it. It is a blink of an eye when you're out of it. Think back over the last 5 years. Poof, gone. Okay? I was 21 5 years ago. Now I'm 40. Gone. Okay? But right now, as I stand right now, if I think about 5 years, it's long, and people quit because of that. But where you can put 5 years in, you can reasonably expect to earn this. I'm going to show you. Okay? The other thing, of course, is other people say, I need it earlier. I need the money sooner. I can't help you with that. This is genuine, lifetime, recurring, controllable income. You can't build that in 5 minutes. You've got to build it over time. But how long have you been employed for? How long have you sacrificed into your career? I love this. People get all cross-armed at me. I've got a great job, a great career, and I'm like, okay, 10 grand increase at the end of this year. Is it getting you to your aspirations? Are they retrenching people in your business? Yes, no. Yeah. Okay, great. So you've got your great job. It's not taking you anywhere. I can confidently say in South Africa that 99.5% of people have dead-end jobs. You do. You have a dead-end job. It's a treadmill. It has no end, and you will spin that wheel until you can't anymore. Then they'll retrench you or retire you. That's how it works. And you'll go into retirement with nothing. And you've spent thousands of hours on your employment. Whether you like it or not, that's the case. This uncontrollable, unguaranteed thing, you have committed thousands of hours to. 40, 60, 80 hours a week. People say to me, Brendan, I don't have time for this. I'm going, really? And you've got 40, 60, 80 hours a week for the dead-end job? It's a real revelation for people. People think this is a marketing ploy. This is not a marketing ploy. This is the reality for South Africans. If you were living in the US during the big boom times, great. Your career take you to the top. We are living in South Africa during a recession. 4% decrease in economy size last year. They reckon it's going to happen again this year. Downgraded to junk status. What more do you need to know about what the future of your employment is going to look like? But you will sacrifice not another 5 years. You will sacrifice another 25 years into it. Right now, no questions asked. I speak to some of the older guys. I had a friend of mine. He was in his 70s. Desperate. I said, you've got to come and see what we're doing at DuePoint. We can equip and empower you. And he said, Brennan, no. What I need is a job. I went to 70, and what you need is a job? How indoctrinated have you become that that's what you believe? You don't need a job. It is the job that failed you. That's why you're 70 and destitute. We've got to start turning this around with us. 5 years. Not 5 minutes, not 5 months. Now, let's look at it for real. People go, this is just maths. You can make it look like anything. Okay, well, let's look at real examples. We've got a couple of high flyers up this month because we had a bit of a special at the beginning of the month and showing them off. Generally, we don't do this. We don't want you to see what the high flyers are doing. We want to see what the guys on the ground are doing. And you can find all of those testimonies on our YouTube channel. Go to DuePoint channel in YouTube, and you'll find guys earning $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $3,000, changing their life. But let's take a look at just a couple of people that have changed their lives. We've got Mavuma Alberton joined on my birthday. If you need to know when to send me birthday gifts, that's the date right there. Put it in your diary, okay? 2nd of November, 6 months ago, he joined us, okay? In my maths, I said 6 months to 2,500 rand. Well, he was on 5 after 3, 6 after 4, 16 after 6 months. Okay, so it looks like my maths was wrong. I should have made it far more flamboyant than it actually is. 5 grand. Now, forget about this number over here. I mean, this is like 150 grand a year. Maybe you are completely useless with people, don't know anybody, just terrible at this business, and that's the best you'll ever make at DuePoint. That could be the best you ever make. What does an extra 5 grand a month every single month do for you? Whether you're sick, in hospital, whether you're working, not working, whether you're old or young. What does an extra 5 grand do for you right now? Just think about that list of problems you've got right now. Think about it. How many can you cross off with just 60,000 rand more a year? How many? It changes things, doesn't it? Well, Mavuma's left that behind, but perhaps that's the best. But that's what you can do with the DuePoint. So you will find that this tool that we have created in the 21st century has no bottlenecks, no speed bumps, no blockages in it. The only one that it has that we cannot control is you. You will decide what you do with this tool. It is completely up to you and how it changes your life. Then we got Donnie. Donnie's joined us on the very first day that we started DuePoint. So let's call it 14, 15 months ago. After 12 months, he was on 240,000 rand a year. All right, now in my maths, the one that's wrong, the one that everybody thinks is just marketing, I said that it would take you a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 rand a month. That's what we said. We said that's reasonable. That's a reasonable expectation for you. If you put your heads down, a little bit of persistency, 2 people in personally every month and working with your teams, bang, you'll be on 9,000 to 10,000 rand. Well, Donnie said, no, thanks, I'll have double that. Maybe you never get there. Maybe you're no good. Maybe you don't have the personality skills Donnie has. Maybe that's the best you ever do at DuePoint. What does an extra 13,000 rand a month do for you? Maybe it takes you 2 years to get there. Maybe it takes you 4 years to get there. You've still got your job. You've still got your income. What does an extra 13,000 rand do for you? How does it change your circumstances? 150,000. Does it pay the school fees? Does it get rid of the travel costs? Does it pay for medical insurance? Private insurance. What does it do for you? That's what can happen with the DuePoint system. Then we've got Patrick and Permi. Join us 5 days after Donnie. Okay? And they have spent a year building an income of 70,000 maximum potential earnings every single month. 70,000 rand. I said 9,000 to 10,000 after a year. This is year 4. Year 4, done in 12 months. This tool is an input-output tool. You will put it in, and it'll put out. You will decide what you want to do with this. But it is set up in a way that you are not competing against others. You are not competing with Patrick and Pumi. That's not like at work, where the guy to the left of you and the guys to the right of you are all competing for the few promotional positions. That's not right. Everybody here has their own channel. Their own channel. And they have the same criteria as everybody else. And as long as they fulfill them, they change their life. It's up to you. It is completely up to you. But again, I said, high flyers, go to our YouTube site. Go and see the guys that are just enhancing their lives. Literally just enhancing it. Extra 5 grand a month, extra 6 grand, extra 8, extra 1, extra 2. Enhancing their lifestyles with this tool. No financial risk. Time risk. You're going to put some time in. But you can change your lifestyle with it. Nothing at your work will do this for you. Best employee 6 months in a row. For those 6 months, they pay you the same salary. But you were the best. That's the way it works in there. Here, you choose what you're going to do with your future. That's the first way you earn. I want you to take that, put it in a box and put it in the cupboard. Don't think about it at all now because it tends to cause confusion. This is the second way that you earn at the DuePoint system. It is through our training program. We have a separate training program called our XP Rewards program that trains you as a wealth engineer from the ground up if you so choose. You don't have to do this, but we find it works much better when you do. Step by step, we show you how to become an expert wealth engineer and channel builder here at DuePoint. And as you complete the steps of this program, we give you what we call XP points, experience points. They're not worth anything, not worth rands and cents. They're a measure of your maturity as a wealth engineer, of your success as a wealth engineer. Just measure how you're enhancing yourself and training yourself through the system. Where you do that, naturally your channel will grow. And where you meet the 2 criteria in our rewards program, our training program, we start to reward you. Not with plastic pens and branded pads and a plastic name tag like you get at the training at your office, with cash and real tools that change things for you. In the beginning, it's just a little bit of cash. Just a little bit of cash, okay? That little bit of cash is on top of the returns we were talking about, the other program. This is in addition. You can get in the first few weeks with us if you want, or you can take months to get it. It's completely up to you. Then as you get a little bit bigger and a little bit more mature and more experienced as a wealth engineer, we start to get a little bit more generous with the rewards and the cash that we give you. We also then start to give you tools that we know from our years of experience of doing this, accelerate the growth of your channels. At rank 5 in the program, we give you an imported lightning memory stick. It comes from the United States of America, plugs into all electronic devices in South Africa, jam-packed with all of our presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, everything you need to talk to people about DuePoint, whether you've got an internet connection or not. You just plug it in, their phones, their iPads, their TVs, their laptops. You can plug it in, plugs into everything. A useful tool. We give it to you. At rank 7, we give you what we think is the most powerful tool in the DuePoint system in the task of building channels, and that is your own set of business cards. Now, that sounds really lame, doesn't it? You got all the way to rank 7, and we're going to give you some 5 Rand business cards. No. These are imported business cards, gold gilded. That's not a Cokie from our office. Sit there scratching. No, that's gold gilded, gold flecked, personally customized set of business cards worth 12,500 Rand. When you give somebody a card like that, they say, who's DuePoint? And what do they do for it? Donnie was talking to me a little bit earlier. He handed one out in a queue at Checkers. The guy was like, right, I'm in. Just a business card. There he hands it in the queue in Checkers. You need this. Clink. In. It's a very powerful tool for talking to people in South Africa right now. We're in the same boat. And the boat is sinking. We have to patch it and chuck the water out and get it floating. We have to. You know the guys at the top. They ain't doing it. They're punching holes in the side. You know that. You watch them. We all watch them from a distance. Okay? We got to start patching those holes. This is one of those things that we're going to use to do that. At rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size every year, we take you and your family away on a 7-day holiday. Every year, 5-star, business class, all expenses paid. This creates a whole new set of problems for you. You need the leave. You need to explain to your boss how you can afford it. All of this. But that doesn't matter. It's there. And every year that you maintain your channel size with us, you will come away with us. Every rank 9 that does it. Here is where we're going at the end of this year.
All of your wind has gone, and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
Alrighty. So you can see we're not going to the caravan park or the camping site or whatever. We're quite serious about what we do here. Quite serious about where you go. You'll find that everything we do at DuePoint, we actually do at what we call private bank level. We want you to feel as if you've opened an account at a private bank when you become a wealth engineer here. Every way we want you to feel like you are moving yourself upwards. And the one thing about DuePoint is nothing is won. There are no prizes here. We often see on Facebook people talking about DuePoint prizes. There's no prizes at DuePoint. Everything is earned. Everything is earned. The criteria is the same for everyone. And everybody that completes and qualifies with that criteria is rewarded. And every rank 9 will come on this holiday, this conference at the end of this year. Now, of course, we're going in December, so there's plenty time for all of you here. If you wish to make it, you can. All of you watching us live tonight, you've got the opportunity to make it. Any one of you can make it. We will have people that are either in this presentation tonight and those to follow that will be with us on that beach at the end of this year. But you need to qualify. And now we have a lot of people get very excited about it and go, Brendan, I'll be there, book my room, ticket, da, da, da. And I go, you're not rank 1 yet. Get excited about rank 1. Get excited about doing the training and building your channel to rank 1, and then 2, and then 3. 9 is a long way away, but it's not going anywhere. We'll go every year. The rank 9s will go away. And we get people who say to me, Brendan, yeah, these things come and go. You're here today, you'll be gone tomorrow. Maybe that's true. Businesses do come and go. We've been around since 1952, so we've got a relatively good track record. But, maybe we close the division down. Fine. All right. I've said to the guys that have already achieved rank 9 and are coming with us, their rooms and tickets are paid for. And so if this whole thing collapses, you can just come lie on the beach and commiserate with me. Okay? Just come lie there. You had your holiday. It's not going to happen again. Really, you've lost a lot. Okay, through the course of the DuePoint system. Folks, at rank 11, we'll give you another very powerful tool. It's your own car. It's not rented to you. It's not given to you for a month or a year and then taken away from you like Chinese torture. No, it's yours. It's not branded because it's yours. It is a tool you will use to build your channels and your future with DuePoint. Every month, we run what's called a wealth quest. This is something all of you can aspire to immediately. It runs from the first to the last day of every month, and every month it's different. And it is designed to equip you with tools that will accelerate the growth of your channel and, of course, build a proper, solid foundation for you as you build your channel. This month, we've got what we call the Young Guns Challenge. What it says is, get 2 guys in on your first point of your channel who are under the age of 30. Because remember, people under the age of 30, invincible, going straight to the top, know everything, okay? Normally, once they get to 30 plus, then now you can talk to them, okay? So the task this month, the challenge this month is to find 2 under 30, get them on your first point, and get them qualified. In other words, they must have found 3 people each, and if all of them pay their debit order successfully by the end of May, you will get a smart TV. Now, people are asking us, number 1, client service call at the moment. Okay, you'd think out of all the things, there'd be more important things, but right now, number 1 call, how big is the TV? So I've told my client service team to say it's a little one like this. So that's what you're going to get, a little one like this. No, folks, it is a big screen TV. Take a look at it. It's big, all right? Because it's a tool. People go, no, I want to get the TV and watch movies. No, that's not why it's there. It is a tool. You will use it to show the presentation of DuePoint to others and grow your channel. That's why it's there. Everyone who qualifies will get a TV. There aren't 5 in the storeroom, and that's it. Sorry, guys, you were number 6. Everybody who qualifies will get the TV. And next month, it'll be completely different, and there'll be a new tool and a new set of criteria as you build your channels with us. All right, guys, so I get people saying to me, I've done the maths, it doesn't work, how does this whole thing get funded, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, good, fair enough question. What we've done is, obviously, we've spent a lot of space in the traditional, a lot of time in the traditional space, me nearly 20 years. What do we do there? We direct market to you. We put adverts on TV and billboards and radios and SMSs and everywhere we can. We put adverts. Costs us and the industry hundreds of millions every single month, hundreds of millions. What do we do? Where do we get the money for that? That's always wonderful. Nobody ever asks that question, okay, because I think people don't know how expensive it is to advertise. Folks, we reverse engineer the cost of that into your monthly payment. Your funeral cover, your car cover, your insurance for your house, your bank fees. 30 to 50% of it is next month's marketing. It's built into the price that you're paying. Now, at DuePoint, you will notice that we never do any traditional advertising. None at all. No TV adverts, no radios. So all of that money that we would have spent on SABC, DSTV, etc., is now available to you and your channel. That is the simple mathematics. Now, if you want to get into fractal mathematics with me, come meet me afterwards, and I will talk the detail with you. But in essence, that is how we fund this business. It's always available, and it's all built on our product payments. Folks, there's 3 products that we as DuePoint facilitate the purchase of in your channels. Not you, us. The first one is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 299 Rand a month, and what it does is it gives you a tax-free investment account of your very own. Of the 299 Rand, we take 100 Rand and we put it into the investment account for you. There's no notice period or restriction period on it. There's no maturity period on it. It's not a fixed deposit. It's an investment account. It means the money is immediately available to you. So the actual cost of this product is only 199 Rand a month, because the other 100 is in the investment account and it's there for you to draw it in time. We don't want you to do that. We want you to start building financial freedom for the future, but you can. It's there for you. In addition, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. So if you pass away from an accident, your beneficiaries will get your investment balance and 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. And as I said, as part of the package deal of being a Constantia product owner, no extra cost beyond the price of the product, you get to be a wealth engineer. You get to be a wealth engineer. No fee ever. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It costs 274 Rand a month. For 274 Rand a month, we give you 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. There is no maximum age limit on it. There's no waiting period or deferred benefit period. There are no medical declarations or examinations on it. It is available for all South Africans of any age until their last breath. And then our third product is our Wealth Points program. Our Wealth Points program is one of my most exciting and my favorite products that we have. It's a non-financial, non-insurance product. You get to, for 274 Rand a month, be part of our buyers club. We as Constantia DuePoint go out into the industry, into the market as a corporate, and we negotiate our own discounts, prices, vouchers, packages, account managers for all sorts of suppliers. We're constantly adding them and taking them away. We have strings of suppliers that we have negotiated discounts and prices and vouchers with. Okay? And for 274 Rand a month, you become part of our buyers club, and you can use these suppliers and get those discounts and vouchers and packages as if you were DuePoint. It is an incredible way to make your monthly spend that much more efficient. Checkers, Hirsch's, Take-A-Lot, Gyms, The Entertainer, Eagle Ford, all at corporate rates, not individual rates. That's what we get, 274 Rand a month. I love that product. I think it's fantastically exciting. And as I said, as a wealth engineer, no extra cost. You're in the door. We give you the support of the entire executive and management team here. You can book us at any time during business hours. We'll sit with you. We'll sit with your teams. We'll train you, strategize, motivate, help you in the process. You get all of us. You can book all of us at any time to do this. You are not alone in the system. You get all of our facilities available at no charge to you during business hours, Monday to Saturday. Presentation rooms, boardrooms, breakaway rooms, Wi-Fi, tea and coffee, all yours. No additional cost that you can use to build your channel with. You get all of our technology for free, no cost for that, no admin, business fee for that. All of our technology, and you have nationwide footprint with DuePoint. You can put anybody in anywhere in South Africa because we live stream all of our presentations. Monday to Saturday, we run presentations, and everyone is live streamed across the country. Evenings, lunchtimes, mornings. Go on our website, you'll see when we're presenting for you. And this is the other thing that I said to you. For those who've been involved in this before, there's always this big process. I've got to get qualified to present, and then you've got to stand on stage, and don't want to do any of that, okay? And I appreciate that. So we eliminated it in the DuePoint system. You never do any presentations. You never do any of the sales work. We do all of that for you. You have one task. Just connect people to DuePoint. We've got USB sticks with all of our presentations on. You can buy them. 150 Rand, get up a USB stick, plug it in your TV or computer, and show people the presentation. You just say, watch this, click, play, okay? We've got our YouTube channel, hundreds of videos of us presenting. You can go pick your favorite one and use that one over and over. 24 hours a day, YouTube is available. You know that they don't work from 8 until 5. Eh? It's 24/7. All of our presentations are there on our YouTube channel. You can put people in our rooms. Right here, we'll do it for you live. And of course, you can tune in anywhere in the country live, every presentation, right in your home. Saturday morning, you can lie in bed and watch us. Or you can tell your friend who's in Cape Town to lie in bed and watch us on a Saturday morning if he wants to. You've got 4 ways of introducing people to the DuePoint opportunity and system without you ever having to say a word. We do it all for you, all encompassed in the DuePoint system. So, folks, that's the A to Z of DuePoint. People tell me I need to go away and do some more research. It'll be very disappointing research because I've told you everything. Go to our website, have a look. You can download full product documents before you've even got anywhere near the application form. We've got the full documents available for you there. Our code of conduct, which is our contract with you, is right there. Download it, read it. You'll find that I've pretty much told you everything this evening. Tonight is a decision about starting to be part of the solution. That's all. For yourself. For you. You're doing this for yourself. You're not doing it. People think this is some philanthropic thing that we're doing. No, we're not. This is for you. You are wanting to change your financial position. I know you are. All of us are. In South Africa, every one of us is in a position we don't want to be in. We want to be free financially, or at least better. You know, the people that promise you financial freedom, not all of you are going to gain it because you won't put the effort in. But you could improve your life. That's great. What a step in the right direction if we can put 5,000 Rand more a month into the hands of every South African. How would that change our economy? Completely. Tonight, it's about you at no personal financial risk, becoming a wealth engineer, and just starting down the road of changing your future. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. You will know, as you get to know us over time, that we are not marketing. This is what we are doing. This is how we're changing it. To become a wealth engineer this evening, super simple. Use your phones, your tablets, hook up into the free Wi-Fi, use our iPads outside, click apply on our website, DuePoint.net. Okay? Apply. 5 minutes from now, no money lost, you're a wealth engineer. We send you a W number to your phone, and that W number is the birth of your channel. And it'll be worth nothing, or it will be magnificent. You will decide from that point forward what you do with it. 5 minutes, and you're in. Okay? Folks, if you become a wealth engineer, decide tonight what it is you want out of it. You need to have a goal. I tell people this every introduction presentation, everybody ignores me. You need a goal. What is it? Is it 5,000 Rand a month? Is it 10,000 Rand a month? What is the goal? And then sit with the person who brought you here this evening, your lead wealth engineer, and tell them what it is so that you can work a plan out. Because if you don't have a goal and you don't have a plan, 5 years from now, DuePoint will be a distant memory and you'll be earning nothing. And that's not what we want. We want you moving forward with our system. We have great tools for you. These are not profit centers for us. These are tools for you to be equipped to make your channels grow faster and more successfully. The 2 most powerful, obviously, they're in our training program. The USB stick, you can go and get it right now. Got our presentations on it. You don't have to worry about data. The business cards. This is not a 12,500 Rand set, but it's a beautiful set you can get going with, build your channel. Rob always says, don't come and complain to me until you've got the tools. The 90-day rule. Your business is not working. Have you got the tools? No. Okay. Go get the tools, we try again, all right? We've got all sorts of things. Power blocks, guys. The phones are constantly running out of battery. Constantly people asking us for chargers. We do not have chargers, but we do have a power block that you can buy that will charge your phone properly all the time so you're always equipped in the DuePoint system. Makes for a good conversation piece too. Who's DuePoint? Bang, your conversation starts with the tools that we have. Make sure you get the tools and start building your channels the right way. Guys, if you become a wealth engineer, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. People think it costs you something. It doesn't cost you anything to be a subscriber to YouTube. And as I said, our channel is full of videos that are useful for you. But not only that, as a subscriber, the moment we go live every day, your phone's pinged. The moment we add videos, your phone's pinged. You'll want to do it. We added a video today. About 1,700 people got a ping to say, hey, there's a new video loaded up. Good for you to be using and building your channel with. Folks, we also want you to download our free app if you become a wealth engineer. It plugs you into your channel in real time, no matter where you are in the world. You can see what's happening. You've got your personal documentation details there. All of our training is there. All of our tools are on that app. Cost you nothing. Download it while you're still here and get out there and start changing your lives. Guys, we don't have a lot of options. I find I get frustrated with people. They look at all of this and it's kind of like ignored. This is another one of those things. I don't get involved in those things. Really? Have a look. Does this look like one of those other things? How many millions do you think we have put into this business? Do you think this is some guy in his garage somewhere or his prison cell in Russia that said, I got a good idea. I'm going to start a network. Okay. I have people saying to me, Brendan, I'm going to start my own network. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. The skills, the capital. This is the real deal. And we are determined to get South Africans involved with us, determined to change some lives. Yeah, this is a profit business. I'm not doing this for my health. You can see I'm actually getting older as I stand here, because that is how concerned we are. We're going to make a profit, but we want you to be sharing with us in that process. That is what we have done. That is how we've built this system. And we want you involved. We want you making decisions that change your future. And we always say, we're a product of our decision making. Well, let's start making some good products out of ourselves in South Africa. Guys, I'm looking forward to getting to know you. If you have any questions or concerns, come and ask me. Come and ask me afterwards. Ask the lead wealth engineers. Don't leave with stigmas and opinions. Come and ask. Let's straighten you out. Let's get you building a different future for yourselves. Guys, thank you very much. I'm going to see you outside. Thanks for all the guys watching us around the country tonight and tuning in. I will see you outside. Thanks.